Hey guys, Paul Pluta on the Archie Luxury corporate channel. Breaking news, it's just come in. It's just come in, guys. It's just come in. I've just got confirmation of a Rolex price rise. This is a secret spotter who has just told me, confirmed with me, that Rolex prices are set to rise October 1. That's correct. Secret spotter in Vietnam. That's exactly right. Prices are expected to rise 5 to 8%, and that'll be happening on October 1. Now, I have done a little bit of digging myself. I've actually contacted a few Rolex retailers in Australia, and it was I was told no, they're not aware of any increases at the moment. So I've got to be honest with you there. At this stage here, it looks like it's going to be happening in around the world. We're seeing a 5 to 8% rise in prices. It'll be interesting to see whether they actually start supplying more pieces, because I got to be honest with you, Rolex retail prices are irrelevant on the sports range. It's irrelevant because you can't get them. You can't get them. The only way you can get Rolex sports watches is by paying a premium on the secondary market. So I've got to be honest with you there. A 5 to 8% Rolex price range, all I'm hoping is that supply will start to trickle through. A lot of dealers are doing it very, 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 very tough. So that is a very important thing. I want to tell you something, and I've got to be honest with you. I've got to change the names to protect the guilty. But I know of many Australian watch dealers. Who you've got to give them a couple $1,000 kickback to get the rare pieces. That's right, guys. Kickbacks, kickbacks, kickbacks. I've got a few spotters in the field, fuckers. I've got spotters in the field, and I'm being told that if you want to do business in Australia, you need to pay extra. That's right. You need to grease the palms. And what will happen is you will be paying a couple $1,000 premium. Now, I've been told, I had a spotter in the field who was offered a sports Rolex. It was a diving sports Rolex. I'm not going to say any more than that. He was offered that watch at retail, but he had to kick in $2,000 fuckaroonies, $2,000 side kickback. So he sort of balked at it and said, I'm not paying. He got a bit shitty about it, but that's what is the situation. You gotta kick back. Now, in Australia, different countries, Hong Kong and Singapore, they will be up front and say, hey, this is the price. You've got to pay a kickback, or you buy packaging where you buy some other harder to sell Rolexes. But in Australia, it's very, very secretly under the table. A couple $1,000 for a Submariners. For Hulks and Batmans, it's about $3,000 kickback you got to give. And for a Daytona, it's about 5,000 smackaroonies. 5,000 smackaroonies. And the Pepsi is about $7,000 kickback you need to give them. Kickback, fuckers, kickback. So yeah, that is what is happening there. Kickbacks. So we're actually having a 5 to 8% price rise around the world. October 1. It's happened. It's happening. It could not be hidden much longer. But the Rolex retail prices on sports models is largely irrelevant. The honest truth is, many dealers, you've got to pay kickbacks. Now, they'll only offer a kickback, they'll only tell you about the kickback if you're a good customer, because they're scared of getting busted by Rolex, because in Australia they could get into big trouble for asking for kickbacks to be able to get stock. So it is highly secretive. Hong Kong, Singapore, they're more upfront about it because the laws, the consumer laws are different. But in countries like Australia, nanny states like Australia, it's very, 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 very nasty. Very, very nasty. Kickbacks. They want kickbacks, fuckers. They want kickbacks. So you've heard it on the Archie Luxury channel. It must be true. October 1, Rolex prices to rise 5 to 8%. I'm Archie Luxury. This is the No, it's not. This is the Archie Luxury Corporate. Archie Luxury Corporate channel and the Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you guys think of that, guys. Tell me, tell me, tell me.